Okay, I don't know if you can make out that sign there, King's Road. I've walked quite a far way down the King's Road, and this is the junction with Edith Grove. The Rolling Stones' first flat was just down here. So it's one of these, it's in one of these terrace houses, 102 Edith Grove. Now, anyone who drives around London will be familiar with these streets because now this is part of like a one-way system here in Chelsea. So yeah, you often end up getting pushed down here, and then you'll go up the other way if you're heading towards Notting Hill. But I'm guessing there's a photo in the exhibition of them sitting on the street here. But until these one-way systems were in place, I'm guessing they weren't in place then, there would have been far less. When this was a two-way street, there would have been much less traffic here. Now it's kind of forced in this direction, in these streets, which probably would have been like the back end of Chelsea as far as driving goes. But yeah, now the one-way system makes you come down here. I've been down here hundreds of times. I would have rather have gone down streets over there, because that's the direction I was going, but you're forced in this way. So which one is 102? We're also very close to the Thames there, around the corner. We'll show you that. So, oh, there we go. That there, the one on, as you're looking at it, the left is 102. So that is the Rolling Stones, I think Mick Jagger, Keith Richards and Brian's first London flat as a band. They were actually photographed on the floor at the photo in the exhibition. They're sort of they're sat between the two here, I think, so they're sort of, is that 98? But there is no way you could take that shot today. Well, you could try it, you get flat. They're going to get so sick of people photographing outside their houses. Nice looking flats, but yeah, apparently legendarily squalid place when they had it. But most of my first flat certainly was wasn't exactly spotless. I don't think many guys' first flats here in town are. But yeah, it is a nice part of town. It's always been a nice part of town. These would have been fantastic when they were single residencies, but they got chopped up. Most of them got chopped up years ago. There are still a few that are single houses. You would have had they've all got basements as well, so I'm guessing there would have been entrances, maybe self-contained flats. A lot of them, the basement flats, even when they were one house, were often self-contained, I guess, for deliveries and staff, family members put in the basement. But yeah, that was Edith Grove, Rolling Stones' first flat. Good location down here by the river. It took me about 15 minutes to walk from Sloane Square. Don't know how far it is. It's a fair walk, but yeah. Come and sit down by the river. I think there are some other photos in the book that show them sitting on the Chelsea embankment here, just overlooking the river. But also, some of their later houses are just around the corner here in Cheyne Walk, and they didn't move far from there. I think they grew up in Dartford, which is sort of I guess it's Greater London, I would have said. It's kind of it's on the border of South East London and I guess Northwest Kent, if that makes sense. It's well within the M25. It's part of the commuter belt, I guess, for central London. A lot of people that live there today will get the train into town every morning. I would guess 30-40 minute train ride, so yeah, easily doable. And the thing is, without in Dartford and a lot of those towns, further out you get from the centre here, the more you get for your money. I mean, there's nowhere in London, even Greater London, that's really people would consider inexpensive or value for money on a global sense. It's one of the most expensive cities on earth. But yeah, you get way more for your money out there. I mean, the kind of money we're talking for these flats, you could buy entire streets. But yeah, they started there. I don't know, if you're an expert on the Rolling Stones, you'll know all their property locations, but there's a road just down here called Cheyne Walk where a number of them owned houses. I'm guessing, I read online that some of them didn't even get lived in, or very often. I guess they're on tour. I'm guessing you'll have to speak to their bankers and accountants why that was the case, because I think Cheyne Walk, from memory, is well, it's one of the, I think asset prices change, but it's, for a long time, I think periods of time, it's been the most expensive street in town, and for, you know, price per square foot, this is one of the most expensive towns in the world. So yeah, you can imagine how much the houses cost. I'm guessing if you want to put some money into something that's going to retain its value, Cheyne Walk's a great spot. So we'll head down there. It's just along here. It's a bit of a funny road. It sort of comes off of this main road here, rejoins it, sort of stops and rejoins this road for the junction, and then veers off again. It's a funny setup.